just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Out front, rip foul.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a pop-up. Shanuel settles under this one, and there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Kikuchi, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he was born in Japan. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that's outside, and that's ball 2. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Jazz goes down on strikes.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Pitch misses, ball 1. Two outs, and that misses. 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
And another ball. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. 2 outs, base is empty.
Come on, Angels, let's go.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bellinger up to hit. Trout squeezes it, and that is that. The Yanks leave 1, and now the Angels will get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab, Garrett Cole.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
hooked him. And that drops foul.
Ball.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Trout.
Come on, Mike.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Yeah, Mike.
Next offering is fouled back. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Batting third.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Jorge Soler.
That misses the
1-0.
zone, and that's ball one. And another ball. That missed inside. And now 3-0. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner at first with two away. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. There's a strike.
0-1. Ball.
Soler, the runner at first with two gone. Foul ball. On the outside corner, got him looking. Angels strand one, scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Get out of here, Yankees.
Kikuchi back to work. And that one wrapped foul. And now it's even up. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson.
Let's go, Angels.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting sixth, catcher.
Here's the
Austin
Yankees
Wells.
catcher now, Austin Wells.
Hey now, turn two here.
First offering misses badly for ball one. No score here in the second. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
First and second. No outs. Here is Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
So Goldie strikes out here.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
One out. Runners at first and second. Up and in, and that is ball 1.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The count 2-1. Fought off foul.
Now pitching for the
Ryan
Angels.
Zefferjohn, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Let's go, Los Angeles. Ryan.
And a slider misses down and away. There's the strike, 95 of that one. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 is the count. Punch is out.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Here comes Stanton. He will score, and they take the lead. Play at the plate. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1, and the Angels nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. That catches the corner. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And the batter now, Logan O'Hoppe.
Come on now, Logan.
First pitch misses. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed
1 ball,
there.
1 strike.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Yoan Moncada in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Inside, almost got him. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Back here at Angel Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. First pitch just misses. The shortstop takes the ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
The 2-1. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is downstairs.
Full count.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Volpe at second with nobody out. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Get out of here, Yankees!
Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Judge waits.
1 ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. And that's
No,
down
that
and
misses.
away.
That's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count.
strikes.
Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
1 out and a runner at second. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Flied to right his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Next one is
that's
off the
outside.
plate. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Come on, Los Angeles.
And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone. 3 balls and a strike.
All right, Los Angeles.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward settles underneath it. He's got it, and that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. And the slider just misses.
1-0.
Next pitch
Nope,
misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one
Ball, that's
upstairs.
high.
And that drops in for a strike.
3-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take it
leadoff
back.
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Joe Adell.
Let's go now! Base hit here!
Just
That's
missed.
ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
And the 1-0. Just
Nope,
missed.
ball. Yeah, Angels! All right, Angels! Come on, Angels!
Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Taylor Ward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Let's go.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Look out for the double play.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Come on, Angels. Let's go. Let's score.
1-1 now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 and 2's the count. Let's go, Angels.
In the dirt, blocked. Man at first, one away.
Yeah, Angels.
On the ground, right
That's foul.
side. And that's just foul.
Hey, you got this.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2.
Come on, let's go.
And that's outside. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
On the ground to third.
Get there, get there.
Over to Goldie. That is the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Yankees 1, and the Angels nothing. Back in Anaheim, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton.
You can do it, Angels. Let's go. Come on, Anaheim.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hits for average power. The ability to field the arm and then the speed, really impressive. To the left side, but it is well foul. That catches the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right side, hard hit.
Let's go.
Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now struck out swinging his first time. Goldie, 37 years young. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Chop to the left side. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Up next for the
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
There's the swing and a miss. Goldie stands at second with 2 gone. That one almost got him.
Sit him down.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And we're back.
And
Bottom
leading
4,
off for
and
the
now the
Phillies,
designated hitter for the
designated
Angels,
hitter,
Jorge Soler.
Soler.
Let's go, Angels.
Come on, Angels. Here we go, Angels.
And a strike in there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Angels, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone off the rocks in center. Touch him all time. He made him pay for that one. And we are starting over. It's 1-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. A Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now Nolan Shanuel. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Zach Neto now at the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Let's go, Angels.
Fouled off down the right side.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Just missed. Foul ball there. And there's a ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
To keep a curveball on the inside part of the plate, you have to keep your mechanics really simple in order to keep it fair. The thing I noticed there was how extremely quiet he was, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Moncada now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge makes the play, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, stepping in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Zephyr-John back to work. That one ran inside, almost got him.
1-0.
Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hans Kraus, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Suarez also getting ready.
Let's go, Angels.
Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
And it's strike 2.
2-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Anthony Volpe will hit next. 1 for 2.
Come on, Angels. Let's go.
Fouled off. He was late. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. It was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Let's go, Angels.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Next offering upstairs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. So the Yanks go in order. And they trail it here 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
That hits the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
That missed. That's a ball. 3-1.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Get on your horse.
To the pitcher covering, but it's off target. They can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And that one fouled off. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. first and second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next for L.A., Taylor Ward. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in there for strike one.
Let's go, base hit here.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Got it started a little too early, strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hamilton also throwing. 2 on, 1 out. In for a strike. Good slider.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And now 1 and 2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count.
This one in the dirt. In there safely.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Rengifo, the runner at third. Adele at second with 1 away. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Mark
New York
Leiter
Yankees.
Jr. on to pitch out of the pen here.
Number 56.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So now here's the DH, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game.
Do it again. All right, let's go.
First
1
pitch,
ball, no
not
strike.
close. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
One out, base is full.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Shanuel. First pitch, and he just misses. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 5 innings complete. Angels 2 and the Yankees 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. It's Aaron Judge now. That misses the zone. 1-0. That's a slider for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Brock Burke, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Joyce getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Outside low, and a count now even up.
That's a really good take.
Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On a line. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Misses inside. Ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fastball for a strike. Slider misses outside. Fought off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Trout is there. Rings it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. So because of the injury, a replacement needed at third. And here's the pinch runner, Trent Grisham. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways. but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
There's a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
One away with a runner at third. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Zefferjohn will depart, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Jose
Angels,
Suarez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
54.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Nice work from the Angel pen there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Angels 2 and the Yankees 1. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the 6th. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Neto.
Just off the outside edge, ball 1. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside,
That's in, ball.
2-1.
Ball. 3-1.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels, catcher.
So digging in, Logan O'Hoppe. He's already homered here in this one.
Come on, Angels, let's go, let's score.
Ball 1 there. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
1 out, base is empty. Yoan Moncada, the next to hit for the Angels. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. And the sweeper
1 ball, 2
misses.
strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. He swings and fouls one off. Up the middle, Volpe. Gets it to first. 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 7th. Goldie steps into the box.
Baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
The Yankees looking to rally. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it stays fair.
Now batting. Left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Base hit center field. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Trying to move the runners over. Grabs it barehanded, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That clips a corner. One down. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. That one misses. And the count even 1-1. Out in front and foul to the left side.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
To 3rd, Moncada throws across the diamond. There for the out. Runner scores from 3rd.
Now batting. Second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch misses. And that is out of play. So the tying run at 2nd. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Slides for the stop. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels 3 and the Yankees 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Jake Cousins.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. Cousins, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And he takes a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Weaver warming up as well.
Come on, Angels. Here we go, Angels.
And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
All right, Angels.
On the ground right side. Goldie takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Taylor Ward. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Let's go, Angels.
First pitch just misses.
That's right. Wait for it.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul.
Let's go, Angels.
And it is 2-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The next pitch misses. Full count now. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder.
Digging in, Mike Trout. Right through there for a strike. Ward leads off first with 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball.
Hey, now let's go.
Breaking ball inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Got him. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Jorge Soler.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Hey, stay hot.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Come on, Angels, let's go.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
That's a laser base hit. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
Now batting first baseman, Nolan.
And now the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
Looking good, Angels.
And that's fouled off.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Next
the
offering
ball.
is down low.
2-1.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. 1 run across. Rounds third. Headed for the plate. And he's out.
Yes, you're right.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. So they get 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 8th inning coming up. Angels 4 and the Yankees 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brock Burke.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And that's in the dirt. And that's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Now one missed.
Punch him out.
Next pitch
Down is
misses, and that's ball 3. Inside, and that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Bellinger in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
And fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Finish him.
And that's
That's
off
inside. That's
the
the ball.
inside edge. And the count 1-2.
Strike him out.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Austin Wells, the next to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a foul out of play.
All right, Los Angeles.
Not close
1-1.
with that one. And that is ball 1.
Punch him out.
Outside. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen.
Strike him out.
That one misses. And now it's 3-2.
Counts full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Strike him out. That's a strike.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Angels 4 and the Yankees 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hamilton.
And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. 0 for 3 in this one.
Zach Neto.
The shortstop
no
takes the
strikes.
ball. Action in the pen down there. Tim Hill, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. The 1-0. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Yeah, Angels. All right, Angels.
Swing and a ball popped up.
Drop it.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
Hey, stay hot. Ice cream. Get your ice cream. Come on, Angels.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Now, there's a certain
ball,
point
one
where you
strike.
have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong
No,
right
that's
there.
inside.
Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering misses down and away.
Two
Base
balls,
is
one
empty,
strike.
1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 5-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
One down. And now Yohan Moncada. And a foul ball.
Come on, Angels. Let's go. Let's score.
The other way. And foul ball. Way high there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And a ball evens the count. Popped up.
Come on.
Volpe pulls that one down, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis.
2 down, base is
Rengifo.
empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. To the right side. On to first. That's the inning. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. Last chance coming up here for the Yankees.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Angels.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Kenley
74.
Jansen.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And a foul ball. Jansen, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Tap foul at the plate.
Let's go. Come on, Anaheim.
That to right. Trout settles under it. He's there. He's got it. 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Now the left
Jason
fielder,
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Yeah, let's win, Angels. Woo!
Just
that's
missed. The Angels leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th.
Let's go, Angels.
Clips the outside corner, and the count even at 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Let's show 'em.
That's down and in.
Let's go, kid.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting.
Man at
third
first,
baseman,
and the batter now,
Oswaldo
Oswaldo
Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Hey now, turn 2 here.
You can do it, Angels.
First offering, and it
that's
just
ball.
misses. Dominguez, the
One
runner
to
at
go.
first with 1 gone in the inning.
Go, Angels.
That
Yeehaw.
one's in there, and the count 1-1.
1-1.
Jansen fires. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
All right, Angels.
And that one fouled off.
Let's go, Angels.
They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
Jansen is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long